Welcome back. Now before going into writing sketch programs which we will be running in Arduino, it's always better to understand all the individual components and ports present in Arduino. So in this section we are going to give Arduino a closer look. Let's talk about all the important components which you will be interacting with while doing a project. So this right here from 0 to 13 are your digital pins. So if there is a digital input output, it can be a sensor, it can be a motor. If it has a digital interface, so you will be actually using this pin to interface that with the Arduino. And similar to digital, we have analogous pins as well from A0 to A5. So all the analogous sensors and components which will be interfacing with Arduino will be plugged in here. Now we have this power pins. When you are using your circuit, then your circuit will require your power sources. So we will be actually using this power pin to input the power to our circuit. Then we have this IC. You can see there are two ICs. The small one is not utilized because if your IC is corrupted or damaged, then it's very difficult to replace this small one. So when you write your sketch program, they are actually written in this bigger one IC, capable of performing same task. But when this bigger IC is damaged, then you can easily replace it, and it's very cheap to replace this bigger IC. The next component is this USB input. This is actually going to connect your one of the USB wire which is connected to your computer at other end. In the Raspberry Pi case also, we have this USB cable which is connected to the Raspberry Pi USB. So by this port you will be able to communicate via serial communication to Raspberry Pi or your computer. Now you have been provided a power jack, which is 5-volt power jack. You can have an external power source connected to your Arduino. If you are connecting your Arduino to your Raspberry Pi or your computer by USB, then it will automatically get a power input from your computer or Raspberry Pi. But if you are having some circuit which requires only Arduino and digital or analogous sensor interface, and you don't need any Raspberry Pi or computer, then you can have an external power source applied by this external power jack. So you also have your TX RX LEDs present, which tells you about communication, if there's a communication happening between your Arduino to your computer and vice versa. So this TX and RX will actually blink and tell you that there's a data communication occurring between these two. And actually you can also use these LEDs to write some programs which can blink those LEDs. Now you can utilize this as a test to see if some logics works or not. This is a very nice features to have in, because when you write a program to your Arduino, then this LED will be actually blinking, and it's like your modem device where you have your send and receive, which is exactly what a TX and RX is. Now you also have a LED which will tell you if your Arduino is on or not. It's called the power LED. And there's also a manual reset button. So if you want to restart your Arduino, then you have to press here, and it's a toggle button. It's very quick, so it takes a couple of seconds and reset it on to the program which you wrote recently. This was a very short section, and we saw all the components present in Arduino which we will be using in our projects, or we will be using in future projects when we are working with Arduino. In the next section we will be installing Sketch and writing our program for the use case which we are building. Thank you for watching.